Ahoy mateys! In this video, I'm going to teach you the fixes for the most common Premiere Pro problems. Okay, let's get started. It's actually annoying that you can't open older versions of Premiere Pro using the latest version. I've experienced that I was sent the 2025 version of Premiere Pro, but I still want to use the 2024 version. So what I did was go to this website, the Premiere Pro Downgrader, and it will be converted to a lower version of your Premiere Pro project file. If you're having problems using the search bar here in the project panel, if you're searching for something and it's not showing up, you just have to click the list view and the search bar will work. When I'm working on podcasts, I usually label them depending on the topic. What I've experienced was when I was trying to label this clip, all of the clips in my timeline turned yellow. So I was surprised what's happening. I found out that the problem was this one. You have to click the wrench icon and turn off the show audio clip header on small tracks. So that was the problem. When I've turned that off, I was able to label just the specific clip that I want to label. I hope you understand what I'm trying to explain because I can't replicate the problem right now. If you notice that your shortcut keys isn't activating or you're having problems using the shortcut keys, like for me, I've personalized most of my keyboard shortcuts. This is because of the conflict that you have in your shortcuts. A week ago, my trim backward shortcut isn't working. I've assigned it to Control Alt and left arrow key, and I've checked the Control Alt shortcut here, and I've seen that there's also another function assigned to it. You just have to make sure that you just have one function for that, also with the trim forward. Right after when I remove the conflicting keys, the other keys that was assigned to this one, the shortcut worked right after that. Let me show you that function because it's very useful. If you don't want to use your mouse, you just have to highlight, in this case, the text, just highlight the end. And you can use the trim forward and backward if you don't want to use the mouse. I'm not sure if there's a shortcut for highlighting the end of the clip or the front of the clip. Let me know if there's a shortcut for that. I think they already fixed this in the latest version of Premiere Pro. Before, I was experiencing a lag with the CTA. It's skipping some parts, and I found out that it's because of the Essential Graphics window. If it's open, I experienced that problem. The current time indicator is skipping. Open another window, the CTA will play smoothly after that. Also, after I've upgraded my GPU, I've also experienced a lag with scrubbing the timeline, playing the footages. I found out that the settings was changed when I replaced my GPU. So if you have a dedicated GPU, just go to File, Project Settings, General, and make sure you're using the General for the renderer. You're using the CUDA. I'm not sure why they changed that, so I have to choose CUDA again for the playback to be smoother. If you're working on an audio and the edit clip in Adobe Audition is grayed out, what you have to do is just click this render and replace. It will be solved and you will be able to edit the audio in Adobe Audition again. If you're unable to drag the audio of a video, I'll just try to replicate it for you. Right now it's working. If you can't drag an audio into the timeline, the fix is you have to just click the sequence. Something will be highlighted here. You'll be able to drag the video together with the audio. If your presets in Premiere Pro isn't sticking, for example, if you've saved your presets and after opening a new project, you can't find the presets that you've created. And I've also experienced that with 2024, also with 2025. The fix for that, you have to look for the presets folder. Here, this is the presets folder. And then right click, create new presets bin. And in the new presets bin, just have to click import presets. From there, just look for the presets that you've created and the presets will now be saved even after opening a new project file. Sometimes we need to nest an audio because there are too many sound effects in your timeline. So in order to nest an audio, you have to add an adjustment layer, place it at the top, and make it as long as the audio clip that you have. Select the adjustment layer and select the sound effects. You can now nest. Right now, it looks like it didn't work, but you can delete that. Also, the nested sequence. From the project panel, you can drag the nested sequence and your audio just turn into one layer. If you double click that, you will see that it worked. Alright, thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more content.